In this game, knowing how West Ham play, how well they counter-attack, you have to protect the ball. There are winners, there are losers. Win!
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
Let's rewind. I think that's the best thing to do. Let's rewind. Let's go back to the Leicester City game. And I came out and I said that let's go back even further. Let's go before the Leicester City game, just after Man City lost to Newcastle. I said Liverpool have to win. That's what I said. Psychologically, mentally, they have to win. A draw isn't good enough. A loss isn't good enough. They had to win that game. And they did it. They drew. And Liverpool fans that I spoke to several Liverpool fans and everything, were talking, and so forth. And I said, you guys flopped. Some agreed that they flopped. Most said, we're still top of the league. It's still cool. Nah, man, we are 5 points clear. We still extended the lead. We're all cool. I said, you flopped. Because how footballing philosophy works when you're in this kind of title race, especially being a team who hasn't won it before and are not experienced in winning it, it is very important that with City losing, Liverpool, you had to take maximum points and make full maximum advantage of City losing that game to Newcastle. They did not. So with City winning, beating Arsenal as they did, convincingly, it now fell to Liverpool having to beat West Ham. The game being away, that is what always troubled me. Away from home, And I did say that away from home, I like Naby Keita. I still feel Naby Keita is a fantastic football player. I thought a more cautious approach was needed. Remember what I said in my preview? I think this was one of my sound bites. Sell or loan do. Why do away with Klein? A natural right back. If Liverpool still had Klein, you have Milner back in that midfield, and you have more solidity in that midfield. You have better protection of the ball. Because I said that this wasn't a game I thought Naby Keita could be in, because this is a game where, away from home, a very attacking Western side who know how to counter-attack, you need to control the game. You need possession of the game, and you need to be a lot more cautious and have much more consolidation. Which is, because Naby Keita is someone that you bring in when you're playing at home, and you have full confidence that you can control the game, and the team you're playing is not going to really expose you if you lose the ball on an overload. But all of this comes to the fact of, like, why did you do away with Klein? Because with Klein not being there, you need someone to play right back. So obviously, I believe Milner has to slot in at that right back position. And it means that you do not have enough bodies in midfield, so you're now forced to now make that decision of having either a Shaqiri or a Naby Keita in there. Liverpool were lucky to draw this game. They didn't deserve to draw this game. Because first of all, that first goal shouldn't have been given. That was clearly offside. And I think, which is why the camera kept on going to the linesman, because linesman, you're literally 4 or 5 yards away from dude. And homeboy was completely offside. Clutch moments again, clutch guy from Mane, and I'm going to get to the whole Mane Salah thing. Boom, but Mane, he delivered there. And for me, West Ham's free kick, it reminded me of Argentina's free kick in the 90th World Cup. That was a well-worked free kick, quality, because it fooled the entire Liverpool defense. Nobody in Liverpool knew what the hell was happening, fooled them, Mikel Antonio got the ball through. Quality, amazing finish. I mean, because the finish was so good, Alisson didn't even dive. Because I think that it was done so quickly, done so well constructed, that literally the whole Liverpool defense and even Alisson didn't know what the hell was happening. But I think Liverpool never ever had a handle of this game. I thought that Firmino really wasn't effective at all. Salah had flashes, but again, Salah just really wasn't himself. He didn't really come good. I just feel, yet again, I'll get to Mane and Salah. I just think Mane was really the only guy that I really felt that if the goal was going to come anywhere, it's going to come from what Mane was trying to do. Mane was the only guy that was trying to make things happen. But even Mane still wasn't the best game. West Ham were amazing. They were really good. And for me, the best player on this pitch, and for me, I'll already tell you right now, that dude in this game was Philip Anderson. He was outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. And I think the dude that we saw in Lazio is no more. This guy has found his form, has found his mojo, and he literally tore Liverpool to shreds. Every time he had the ball, it was great. His great touch, his great movements, the way he was able to whisk past the Liverpool defenders, the midfielders. It was tough. And what you saw, Liverpool were in a game in which they were not really comfortable in. Because they had to chase. Because every time they attacked, West Ham countered them. And West Ham countered them with speed. So Liverpool could never really have a structure because they were getting dragged to and fro. And there was never long periods of time where Liverpool were really putting pressure upon West Ham and really trying to really put some bodies in it to try and do something. It was just a very, very difficult game for them to pull through. So, I mean, like, you can look at Liverpool, how they went wrong, and for Klopp, maybe it wasn't the right lineup, maybe it was not really the right approach to go with. Maybe he should have started with Shaqiri and so forth. But we've got to give credit to how well West Ham played really well. West Ham played really well. I mean, with Chicharito in there as well, Cresswell. I just thought that as a team as a whole, and even for me, Antonio, I'm not really a big fan of his because I don't think he's technically up there. I just think as a whole, everybody just brought their A game. And I just think that West Ham, we look back and say, we should have won that game. We should have won that game. Because West Ham had great opportunities, because I cannot remember another time I saw Liverpool struggle so much defensively against a team. You know, because for me, I don't think Liverpool struggled. Liverpool were not this exposed against Man City. So, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I can't remember the last time where a team really just tore Liverpool open, and it seemed as if Liverpool were barely surviving. There were times where these guys were barely surviving because West Ham, every time they were moving forward, especially in the second half, it just seemed as if these guys are bound to score. These guys are bound to score from somewhere. And even towards it, I think in the 90th, if Andy Carroll has somehow controlled that, maybe he could have made something happen. So, you see, I think when West Ham do that, that is what Pellegrini is looking for. That is the kind of intensity, the kind of attack, the kind of structure, and the kind of chemistry and cohesion he's looking for in his team. Because I believe that even if it was 1-1, they didn't get the win. I thought against the league leaders, that has to be one of West Ham's best performances this season. You know, I just thought that tactically, overall, it was almost a perfect game that was just missing, really, that final winning goal. So for Liverpool, let me talk about Mane Salah before I really, go into Klopp and the whole title race. These are key games. These are key games. And these are the games where you earn your status as world class. For me, you don't earn your status as world class and elite by scoring 60 goals a season or 40 goals a season. That's just a stat. Cool. You earn your coin. You earn your street cred where pressure is on. We're not playing well. Against the run of play, you get the G. You make it happen. We don't deserve the goal. We've been outplayed. You get us that G. Because you rise above our crapness and you make it happen. You make it happen. And for me, for Salah, bro, he was definitely better in the second half. He definitely found his touch in the second half. but you've got to get it done. 2 games in a row now, Mane has been the guy that has got it done for Liverpool. He's been there to get the goal. Yes, he received a pass that was offside. He was still at the right place, right time, and was there to put the ball in the net. You've got to put the ball, this isn't about, oh, you played well, you tried hard, twists and turns. This is serious business now. This is big boy football now. You've got to get it done. Simple as that. You can't mess up. You can't mess around. Naby Keita. You see, you may call me like a Naby Keita apologist and so forth. He didn't have a good game today. He didn't have a game today, and you can easily make an argument that, yeah, you know what, break of the game. Lost the ball too many times, ill-advised dribbles, and I think that he made some bad footballing decisions. I like his mindset because this is a player that always likes to go forward. And you can't, this is where it links to Klopp. You can't tell a player to change the way that he naturally is. And that is where the manager comes in, because the manager, when he's picking the team, you're hoping that he has a great understanding of the characteristics of each player in his team. We could even link it to when we play Football Manager on our apps. Before we pick a team, we know that, okay, this guy, he's very attack-minded, he's very conservative, he's good at keeping the ball, he's very good defensively at reading the game, or he's very physical, he's very weak, but he's also a very good creative playmaker. And I just think in this game, knowing how West Ham play, how well they counter-attack, you have to protect the ball. So this isn't a game where you have a midfielder who is very forward-thinking and always wants to move the ball forward. This is a game where you need somebody that protects the ball better. And I felt that Shaqiri is a guy who protects the ball better, and he would have been better in this game, because this was a game in which Liverpool needed to take a much more tactical, conservative approach and just wait until they find the goal and the ball and so forth. So again, it's like, I just feel like it falls on Klopp, because this was the wrong game to put Naby Keita in. Because you have to rely on the manager to pick the right personnel for the game based on the situation. And I've always said that Naby Keita, I still think, he's better. He's better than Shaqiri. Shaqiri fits this team better. And it doesn't matter how good you are, it's who fits the team. Because it's all about chemistry. You know, I'd rather have 5 average players who have great chemistry that constitutes an amazing team, rather than 5 amazing players that have crap chemistry that constitutes to a crap team. So it is what it is. And I think, you know what, with regards to the title race and so forth, man, I'm sorry, man. I've got to be real. It's a bust. It's a bust. I mean, 2 games back to back, dropping points in 2 games back to back. This was a very poor performance by Liverpool. I don't know how many shots on target Liverpool had in this game. I don't know how many times they were able to breach West Ham's defense. They got really walked. West Ham really walked them real hard. And the danger about this is that I just see a team that has a loss of confidence, you know. And even when you saw Liverpool really trying to go for that G, I didn't see it happening. I didn't know where that G was going to come from. You know, I didn't have a belief that they were able to find that G and really able to get the game. If anybody was going to score, it was going to be West Ham. West Ham looks far more likely, and I'm going to go again, is like, there wasn't a Felipe Anderson on Liverpool's team. Felipe Anderson lit the whole game up, you know, by his flicks, his skills, his excitement. Every time he was on the ball, it always felt like if something is going to happen. You know, he was a real shining spark for West Ham. Because this is the situation we have ourselves in right now. Let me pull up, because I already know, but I just want to make sure that everything is right now. Premier League. Okay, let's open up the table right now. So, 3 points between City and Liverpool. City play Everton. City are going to beat Everton. You can say Everton will roll over and everything. Nah. Even if Everton give it a full pride, that's not going to happen. So, somehow, some way, Liverpool have now constituted where by the end of Wednesday or by Thursday when we wake up, City will be back on top of the table. Obviously, Liverpool will have a game in hand. Psychologically, this is why I'm trying to preach to you guys, psychologically, that's huge. Because yet again, Liverpool now have to have a situation where you now have to win in order to get back to the top of the table. And how much faith do I have in a team that's dropped points twice? You know, how much faith do I have in a team that have managed to flop, responding to what City have done? Again, we go back to how I started this whole video. When City lost to Newcastle, Liverpool had to win. They had to win. Like, that was it. They had to win the game. There was no excuse. You just simply had to win the game. And you drew. And I said that, I'm sorry, that's a flop. That's a flop. You can't say, oh, well, we extended by 1 point. No. That's a flop. And then City went to go and win away from home. You really have to win. Yet again, you flop. Because people say, okay, well, it's 1 point. No, you flopped. Because at the point it was 7, now it's down to 3. You know, so I'm keeping it real, man. I'm keeping it real. The pressure has gotten to this Liverpool team. The pressure has told. And my fear was that I didn't really believe that Liverpool would be able to really deal with the pressure, where forget you're playing well and everything right now. This is where it gets real now. This is where the pressure really mounts up now. And can you deal with the pressure? Because right now, this is a whole different kind of football right now. This is now psychological football. This has nothing to do with talent or skill. This is a purely psychological warfare. Right now, Man City are winning this psychological warfare. Right now, I'm saying that this Liverpool team, you're not mentally strong. You're mentally weak. Because if you're mentally strong, you beat Leicester City at home. You were at the crib, a place where you've got a great record. You beat them at home if you're mentally strong. If you're mentally strong, away against West Ham, you find a way to win. It's tough. You're under the pressure and everything. If you're mentally strong, it doesn't matter how well you play, you find the goal. You find the goal from somewhere. A knockdown, a deflection, a free kick, a whatever. You find a way of putting that ball in the net, because winners find a way. Because what makes true winners are where you play badly, you play like crap, you walk away with 3 points. And like, well, no, you didn't deserve that. Deserve ain't got nothing to do with it, bruh. Deserve ain't not got nothing to do with it, bruh. Guys, they messed up. I mean, let's just be real. They messed up. I don't want to just go through into the whole thing of bottle jobs, bottlers, losers, pricks, and all that kind of stuff. Like, I think that's a bit too harsh. But you had to win. You had to win both games. Forget about this game. You had to win both games, because that's just how this thing works. Because if you're sitting in your Pep right now, you smell blood. City are going to destroy Everton. Because City right now, they cannot wait for that Everton game, because they smell blood. Because City right now know that, boom, these guys are not mentally strong. Let's keep on winning. We keep on winning. The pressure will tell. We are going to get back on top. We're going to get back on top. Because they have proven to us that they can't respond. Because this is where it gets real. It's no more jokes anymore. We're in February right now. This is the championship run. You cannot afford any mistakes. I only want to see 3. Not 1 point. Not a draw here. Oh wait, no. Win. Win. A draw are for losers. Only losers say, well, at least what at one point say, no, that's the loser's mentality. Okay, I only ride with winners. There are winners, there are losers. The guys who take draws and 0 points are losers. The guys who take 4 points and 3 points are winners. I rock with the winners. I break bread and I drink with the winners. I do not mess with the losers. Oh my, are you really going to give Pep this title? Liverpool. After everything I said about this guy not chasing and his chasing, you're really just going to hand this guy the title on a fucking silver platter. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.